Those are some interpretations of some people's rowing out there. With the likes of Hyrox, CrossFit, you need to actually row efficiently. I'm out of breath. Let me get my breath back. You need to actually, in order to get better at this, the number one thing that you should do is learn how to row efficiently. And I'm going to show you a couple of pointers of how we can do that. So, first things first, is you want these sort of straps to not be too tight. There's no need to actually fully tighten up the strap as hard as you can go, especially if you're doing CrossFit or Hyrox where you actually need to get in and out the rower a couple of times. You want it tight enough that it's going to help you, but not too tight that you can't slide your foot in and out. So there should be a little bit of wiggle room. Next thing is the pull. So the goal here of whenever you're rowing is you want this chain to remain in a straight line. You don't want it moving up and down. So you see these two wee dots here? You want that chain to stay within this range. It shouldn't be touching the top or the bottom. You shouldn't hear the noise of the chain at all. And then the third thing is kind of the range of motion. And we'll get into that in a wee second. I'm not the tallest guy, I'm only 6'1". But you want to try and use as much of this as possible. So what I mean by that is that when you bend at the knees and hinge at the hips, you want to try and reach as far forward as you can, right? Without having to like completely get out of position. So for me, this is about here. And then again, you want to then pull and return as far back as you possibly can without overextending or leaning back. So the way that you pull this is you want to extend at the legs, pull with the arms, return the arms, and then bend the legs again. Going through that range of motion is going to be a lot more effective than just pulling with the arms or just pulling with the legs. You want to make sure that you're using your legs and your arms in the correct sequence. Those are some quick row tips in order to help you get a little bit better at rowing within CrossFit, Hyrox, or just generally get better on this machine. Next up, I'm going to show you how to actually input intervals. So I program a lot of intervals for guys on the Concept 2 rower. You can do this on the Concept 2 row, ski or bike, but essentially all of it works the same. You hit menu here, it'll load up and then you go select workout. So in order to hit intervals, what you want to do is hit new workout and then go to here where it says intervals. Now it gives you a few different options here, so depending on what your workout is, if your workout for example is 500 metre intervals, you would hit there, you would hit distance, and then you can just simply move that up or down and then use the buttons here to essentially select. And then again, if it's like a 2-minute rest time, and then you hit go. And then from there, as soon as you start pulling on the machine, it'll start ticking down. And then at the end, to review your workout, you would simply go to menu, go to memory, and then you would list by either date or type. I prefer clicking on date. The list them out a wee bit easier, and then you see that last workout we did, 7 seconds, 15 metres, top class. So, those are a few different rowing tips to help you get better on the rower. A lot of these same concepts can be also used on the ski and the C2 bike, but I'll drop some more specific videos on those. If you want some engine building tips or workouts as well, there's my free engine program, which will be linked down below as well. You can go cop that. But yeah, peace.